Hello students, I hope you all fine. In this video session, we are going to learn 7th Standard English Unit 1 Prose Eidgah.
Hello students, today we are going to learn Unit 1 Prose Eidgah. Before entering into lesson, we should know about Eidgah. What is Eidgah? A place where mass prayers are offered by the Muslims on special occasions or festivals such as Ramzan, Bakrid. So, here offered means to provide or to make a sacrifice to God. Eid means festival, Gah means a place of prayer. See how people are assembling together in Eidgah. It is a large open ground for the people to assemble and to present their prayer early in the morning. Actually, the Muslims celebrate the Eid festival at the end of the holy month of Ramzan. Why do we celebrate the festival with others? What is the reason? Actually, the main reason is to remember the recent events occurred on a particular day. Different people of different community, religion have different festival like Diwali, Christmas, Pongal, Ramzan, etc. Students, now we will see how Muslims celebrate the Eidgah festival. People greet each other with Eid Mubarak. They embrace each other. First, on the day of Eid, Muslims go to the Eidgah. At present, they prayer in early morning. Next, after the prayer, they greet each other with Eid Mubarak and they embrace each other. Here, greet means receive, embrace means hug. Then, they prepare some sweet dishes at home. Some gifts are given to the children. In many countries, Muslims may request to have day off from school or work to travel or celebrate with family, friends, neighbors, can enjoy the celebration together. Let's see the author of the story. The story was written by Munshi Premchand. He was an Indian writer, famous writer of the early 20th century. Munshi Premchand, whose original name was Dhanpat Rai Srivastava. He was born on 31st July 1880. His pen name Nawab Rai and Munshi Premchand. He wrote approximately a dozen novels, 250 short stories, numerous essays and translation. Here, numerous means many or countless. And then translation means he translated a number of foreign literary work in Hindi. He died on 8th October 1936. There are 3 sections in this lesson. Let's enter into the first section. In this lesson, there are 2 main characters. They are Hamid and Amina. Now let's see the character of Hamid. Hamid is the hero of the story. He is a 4-year-old orphan child. Here orphan means a child whose parents are dead. He lost his parents when he was a child, so he lives with his grandmother. He is a wise, calm and sensitive boy. He understands the importance of money and does not spend money like other children. Next is about Amina. She is a caretaker and guardian of Hamid. She tries to fulfill their daily needs, doing some needlework for others. Amina always cares her grandson Hamid with love and affection. Eid morning. The sun, sky, trees were very bright and grey. In this village, everyone filled with excitement to the Eidgah. Especially the boys are more excitement than the others. Friends of Hamid: Muhammad, Mohsin, Sami, Noore. This is friends of Hamid. On the day they were very happy to attend the Eid festival and they collected their coins to buy sweets, toys, paper pipes, rubber balls, etc. But Hamid was a very poor boy. He was thin and poorly dressed. He had only 3 paise. He had no shoes and the cap on his hand was tattered. Here tattered means torn or broken. Last year his father had died of cholera and mother also died. Hamina told him that his father had gone to earn money and his mother had gone to Allah to fetch some lovely gifts for him. Here fetch means to bring. So Amit completely trusts his grandma Amina and he is early waiting for his mother to come with lots of gifts. On the day of Eid, Amit's granny Amina was sad because she did not have even a handful of grains on the day. And a poor little Amit had to go to Eidgah alone. But the happiest of the boy, Amit, running with other boys, and they reached outskirts of the town. On both sides of the road were big houses, gardens were full of fruits. Amit and his friends came across the stores of sweet windows. The windows were decorated sweets like mountain. Here windows means a person who is selling something. Dear children, section 1 is over. Let's see the glossary of the section 1. Dazzling, extremely bright. Tattered, torn. Suburbs, outskirts. Gaily, in bright colors. Orphan, a child whose parents are dead. Excitement, thrilled. In your textbook, they have given only 3 glossary, but I have added extra glossary also in this. So, go through all this. Let's see section 2. The boys at the Eidgah. Very soon, Amid and his friends reached the Eidgah festival. There were crowded of people went to Eidgah in their vehicles. Some people were on motor cars. Some people were on tonga. Here tonga means a light two-wheeled vehicle for 2 or 4 persons drawn by one ass. On the day of Eid, people grandly dressed and the village children were excited. Whatever they caught their eyes, they stood and looked the things with surprise. After the prayer, the large number of worshippers visited the sweet shop. Here worshipper means someone who goes to a religious ceremony to worship God. But the children played merry-go-round with wooden elephant, ass, camels and paid 1 paise for 25 rounds. So, Mohammed and Mohsin and Noore and other village boys mounted ass and camels. But Hamid had only 3 paise, but he was not interested to go in that, so he just watched their friends from the distance. Next, it was time for the toys. After they went to merry-go-round, they visited here. There were many kinds of toys in the stall on one side like milkmaid, ministers, kings, police, lawyer, water carrier, washerman and holy man. So, Mohsin bought a water carrier, Mohammed bought a policeman, Noore bought a lawyer. Actually, those toys costed 2 paise, but Hamid had only 3 paise, so he did not buy any toys in the stall. Next, Hamid went to sweet stall. It was very colorful. First, children they bought sesame seed candy, and next they bought gulab jamun, and next is alwa. So they smacked their lips with their enjoyment. Here smack means open and close lips noisily to show enjoyment. Dear children, section 2 is over. Let's see the glossary of the section 2. Gapped, stared, Smack your lips, open and close lips noisily to show enjoyment. Relished, enjoyed or took pleasure in the taste. Mounted, rise. Wonder, surprise. Dear children, section 1 and 2 is over. This is the last section, that is section 3. Next to the sweet shops, they all went to hardware stores. Hardware means a shop where sells metal tools and mechanical equipment, so the boys were not interested to buy anything in the store. But Hamid visited the store and bought a pair of tongs from the hardware shop for his grandmother Amina. Students, this is a pair of tongs. It is a tool hold all things, chapati, puri like that. Actually, each time Amina cooked chapatis, the iron pan burned her hands. If we bought her a pair of tongs, she would be very happy and never again burnt her fingers. And it would be a very useful things in the house. So, Hamid bought a pair of tongs for his grandmother Amina. Then Hamid carried the tongs proudly like a gun. But Hamid's friends Mohammed and Muhsin made fun of him for buying the tongs. But Hamid is proud his tongs were stronger than their toys. Yes, children, when we throw the water carrier or any plastic items or toys on the ground, it will break. But tongs is stronger than the toys. Then his friend Sami brought a small tambourine. Tambourine means a small instrument which we shake or hit with your hand. So his friend Sami wanted to exchange his tambourine for 80 paise, but Hamid did not give his tongs to anyone. Next then people returned their home. By 11 o'clock, Hamid also returned his home. But Amina was upset and scolded Hamid because Hamid have not had anything to eat or drink until then. Suddenly Amina noticed the tongs in Hamid's hand. And she asked Hamid, "Where did you buy these tongs?" Hamid said, "I bought these tongs for you, grandma." So Amina understood the Hamid's selflessness. Here selflessness means caring more about other people's need. So Amina cried and hugged for his kindness. Now tongs seemed to be precious for Amina. Here precious means valuable. Dear children, what did you learn from this lesson? Yes, from this lesson we know that Hamid is a poor and intelligent boy because he does not buy him for sweets, toys and candies for him, but he buys a pair of tongs for his grandmother. Actually, it shows his love and affection for his grandma. So, in this we will understand Amina and Hamid had a deep concern towards each other. Let's see the glossary of the section 3. Tongs, a tool used to hold things. Precious, valuable. Wretched, unhappy. Dear children, I hope you all understand. Once again go through all the sections and glossaries.